Greetings of the day. Welcome to Muna Vibes. I'm Misbah. Main headlines. New academic year 2023-24 has started. Al Muna International School Parliament election notification has been declared for the academic year 2023-24. News in detail. The new academic year 2023-24 started in Al Muna International School on April 2nd, Sunday. The school management and teachers together welcomed the students delightfully to their new classes. School Parliament election has been declared in Al Muna International School by the Chief Election Commissioner Mr. Mamu KP for the academic year 2023-24 in a press conference.
I am going to release School Parliament election 2023-24 notification. Election for the post of head boy, student editor and art secretary. Date and time of election Wednesday 3rd May 2023 between 9:30 am and 10:30 am.
The election will be held on 3rd May for the post of head boy, head girl, student editor and art secretary. Eligibility of the candidates will be on the basis of their academic and non-academic performances of the last year.
Last date and time of canvassing the voters Monday 2nd May 2023 at 12:30 p.m. Counting of votes Wednesday 3rd May 2023 in between 10:45 am and 11:45 am. Result declaration Wednesday 3rd May 2023 at 12 p.m.
I just noticed one thing regarding every election. There is a process called declaration of electoral list who are introduced, so that the students will get a feeling that they are going to participate in a highly democratic way. Could you explain that about regarding electoral list who can participate in election?
Every arrangement, every officials will be instituted, will be asked to function properly. I am hopeful to do everything after the release of the notification. After this, every steps will be followed strictly according to the rules and regulations of our institution. Electoral college students from boys 4th to 10th, students from girls section from standard 4th to 10th. Just for your information, I am saying. Assistant election, myself Chief Election Commissioner, Assistant Election Commissioner, our Vice Principal and HMO, both. Name of the returning officers, Mr. Muhammad Hasbullah C, Mr. Shihabuddin B, both are from boys section. From girls section, Chief Election Commissioner, Foreman, myself, Assistant Election Commissioner, Vice Principal, Boys Section, and HM, Girls Section. Name of the returning officer, Mrs. Habibun Nisa Begum.
Have you experienced such democratic elections before, and what do you feel now, being seated in this official chair?
This question for me?
Yes, sir.
Election we have normal election, but as a student, we didn't face, we didn't have. So as Saudi school, they don't have election. But since 3 years ago, we started to make the election, especially in, they call it for the government here.
The Electoral College includes the student from 4th to 10th. The election procedures will be conducted in a smooth way.
By conducting such an election, we are assuring some goals that can be accomplished through our students. So what are the goals which can be accomplished and the policies that we are planning to implement through the students?
A very good question. Whenever we are adopting or we are practicing any activity in the school, we are aiming to create such values in the future generation. So as we are following the curriculum of India and all syllabus from Indian government, that is Central Board of Secondary Education, we are following all the system inside the school, even the ruling of the school from what the CBSE schools are doing. So India is the biggest democratic country in the world. So the general election policy, what the India government is following, that the same way we are also following inside the school.
So actually, as the election is being conducted both in boys and girls. So in girls section, usually girls, they will have, now in this era, girls usually come up with in all the fields. So in girls section, what are the, how we can expect the girls' participation for this election?
Yeah, in girls section, you know, this new era, everywhere girls are there, women are there. So we are getting huge response. There are many girls who are ready to contest for these different positions, and then I can say their parents are also very interested because they also want their children should get the proper practical knowledge of democracy.
My question is to actually Pradeep sir, regarding election. Campaigning is an important factor regarding every election, especially in democratic way. So could you please elaborate the way of mode of campaigning? How much is a boy can spend in classes for introducing himself regarding this election?
Sure. So campaigning is the best part of election and the most thrilling part of election. And all these years we have seen the students actively participating in this. The contestants along with the students who support them, they use a lot of posters here, making videos.
Principal Mr. Nasir Al-Zahrani, Academic Principal Mr. Mamu KP, Vice Principal Mr. Abdul Qadir, HM Boy Section Mr. Pradeep Kumar, HM Girl Section Mrs. Vasudha Abhay Chitrawal, Returning Officers Mr. Hasbullah and Mrs. Habibun Nisa, Staff Secretaries Mrs. Renisha and Mrs. Bilkis Al-Diani attended the conference. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.